Hello everyone, Shuichi here with a summary video for patch 1.16 for Final Fantasy XIV. There's been a number of changes to the crafting interface, to targeting, to monster sizes, and crafting leaves. So let's dive right in, shall we? First of all, I'm going to show you the changes that have been made to picking up crafting leaves at the guild leaf counter. When you go up to the counter and you pick a class that you'd like to work on, you can decide what rank you'd like to work on for your crafting leaves. As you can see here, there's rank 1, rank 20, and rank 40. So when you go into the appropriate rank that you'd like to work on, you can see all the leaves that are available for that particular rank from the guild leaf issuance counter. I've already selected a couple of leaves, so I'm just going to exit out of here and show you the changes that have been made to the journal. When you bring up the journal, you'll notice here that all of your quests are actually listed here in one window. This is a good change here as far as keeping track of what you're doing and what you have to do. As you can see here, they're divided into various categories, from your lore quests to your regional leave quests to your local leave quests, all available in one window. So that's definitely another good change that has come along in this particular patch. Okay, next up I'm going to show you the changes that have been made to the crafting procedure. I'm already on my goldsmith. I'm working on goldsmith right now so I can make brass knuckles, which is my current goal. So I'm just going to go right into the synthesis menu and start crafting. Now, also I'd like to point out that if you don't have an offhand tool equipped, the offhand button will not appear here on the crafting interface. Since I have both equipped, you see both buttons here for main and offhand. But if you don't have the offhand equipped, the offhand button will not appear. Okay? So let's go into requested items and start with the crafting. Okay? Once you begin the crafting procedure, you'll notice a new window or a change window here. This window now has all of the details that you need to know for the craft you're about to make. It shows you all the required crystals, the recommended skill, any recommended facilities to help you increase your chances of success, the repair items, and all the details about the item that you're making. This is another good change that have been made to the crafting procedure, so craftaholics like myself should definitely appreciate this particular enhancement. So let's dive right into the crafting, and I'll walk through crafting for you and show you one additional change that has been made to the crafting procedure. The way I do my crafting is that I have 3 current crafting classes that I'm working on: leatherworking, goldsmithing, and blacksmithing. I try to establish a goal as far as what I would like to make, and then I work on that particular one crafting class until I reach that particular equipment goal or item goal. I'm just gonna keep doing rapid here to quickly get through this so I can show you this additional change that has been made. Okay, so I failed that one, but nevertheless, the next thing I want to show you here is the continue synthesis window that pops up. Now when you're doing crafting leaves, you get this window at the end of a successful or a failed synth asking you if you want to continue or stop. It lets you know how many attempts you have remaining and how many items you have to make for this particular leave. As you can see here, I finished 0 out of 4 and I still have 5 attempts remaining. Okay, so those are definitely some good changes that have been made to the crafting interface and the crafting procedure. And next I'm going to show you the changes that have been made as far as quests and monster sizes. Okay, so here we are at the Leatherworking Guild in Gridania, and I'd like to show you a new addition that came along on this patch, and that is side quests. Side quests are new quests that have been added to the game that give you more detail about the lore of Eorzea, the people, the creatures, and a forthcoming danger that will be soon arriving in the months to come in Final Fantasy XIV. So as you can see behind me, there's an NPC here with an exclamation mark in a cloud above his name. That lets you know that this person has a quest for you. You can also locate quest givers. When you open up the map, you'll see here that there's a circle with an exclamation mark in it, letting you know that there's a quest nearby. So once you listen to what the quest giver has to say and listen to their story, you'll get a window such as this, basically giving you a summary of what the quest is about, the client, the class that's required for the quest, and the reward. As you can see here, the infamous Subligar is the reward for completing this quest, and you can decide whether if you want to accept the quest or refuse it. I'm going to accept this one. Okay, and when you open up your journal, you'll see that this quest has now been added to your quest log. And you can open it up and review the details for the quest and click on map to see where you have to go to complete this particular quest. Okay, so let's head out into the field and I'll show you the changes that have been made to monster sizes and targeting. Okay, so here we are out in the field, and I'm tracking down the targets for my particular lore quest or side quest. And as you can see, the size for monsters has been increased. This Marmot is now much bigger than it was before. It really lends to the fun of being a Lalafell, I'd have to say for myself. When you're targeting now, you can press up and down on the controller to cycle through the types of targets you want to cycle through. As you can see here in the bottom right corner, there's friendly, all, and enemy. So I'm just going to pick enemy because right now I'm just going through enemies. And when you press the left and right key on your keyboard, you can select cycle through your targets that you filtered. So let's take out this target very quickly. And as you take out the targets for your quest, you'll notice that message that appeared at the top there, letting you know that you've attained one of the items for your particular quest that you're working on. And as you go through your quest and retrieve all the items that are requested, you can then report back to your initial quest giver and pick up your handy dandy Subligar. Now, before I sign off here, I didn't cover all of the changes that have been made in this patch. There's been several other additions that you can read about in the patch details on the Lodestone, like an icon next to enemies that aggro you to let you know that they're dangerous. This is pretty helpful for new adventures when they're off exploring the dangerous areas of Eorzea, letting them know what to avoid. Also, in several interviews that have surfaced recently, Yoshi P has mentioned that there is a big spring patch forthcoming, and in this patch there will be changes that have to the battle, and additions as far as high-level and mid-level instances for parties. So when those changes are added to the game, you can definitely expect me to dive into those instances and try to give you some heads up as far as strategies and how to tackle those new instances once they're added to the game. So again, you can read about all the patch details in the link I've included at the bottom of this video, and I will see you again next time.